Download this code and get free GPT-4o from codegive.com, link in the description below. #debugging Python projects in Visual Studio Code, Part 1. Debugging is a crucial skill for any programmer, and Visual Studio Code, vscode, offers powerful tools for debugging Python applications. In this tutorial, we'll cover the basics of setting up a Python project in VS Code and how to use the built-in debugger to identify and fix issues in your code. #prerequisites. Before we start, ensure you have the following installed. 1. Visual Studio Code, download and install from here, https://code.visualstudio.com. 2. Python, download and install Python from python.org, https://www.python.org/downloads. 3. Python extension for VS Code, install the Python extension from the VS Code marketplace. #setting up your Python project. 1. Create a new project folder, open your terminal and create a new directory for your project. Bash mkdir my_python_project. cd my_python_project. 2. Create a Python file, inside your project folder, create a new Python file called main.py. Bash touch main.py. 3. Open the project in VS Code, open VS Code and use file-open folder to open your project folder. 4. Write sample code, open main.py and add the following sample code that contains an intentional bug for demonstration purposes. Python def divide _numbers, a, b. Return a/b. Def main x equals 10. Y equals 0. #intentional bug, division by 0. Result equals divide _numbers, x, y. Print, f. The result of x divided by y is result. If __name _equals _main main. In this code, we intentionally set y to 0 to cause a division by 0 error. #setting up the debugger. 1. Open the debug view, click on the debug icon on the activity bar on the side of the window or press Ctrl+Shift+D. 2. Create a debug configuration, click on the gear icon, gear, to create a launch configuration. This will open a launch.json file. Select Python file when prompted. Here's what a basic configuration might look like. JSON version 0.2.0. Configurations. Name, Python, current file. Type, Python. Request, launch. Program, $file. Console, integrated terminal. 3. Set breakpoints, click in the gutter to the left of the line numbers in main.py to set breakpoints. For this example, set a breakpoint on the line result equals divide _numbers, x, y. #running the debugger. 1. Start debugging, press F5 or click the green play button in the debug panel to start the debugging session. 2. Inspect variables, the debugger will pause execution at your breakpoint. You can hover over variables to see their values, or check the debug panel to inspect the call stack, variables, and watch expressions. 3. Step through the code, use the following controls in the debug toolbar. Continue, F5, resume execution until the next breakpoint. Step over, F10, execute the next line of code, skipping over function calls. Step into, F11, step into the function call to debug inside it. Step out, Shift plus F11, step out of the current function. For view output and errors, watch the terminal or output panel for any errors or print statements. ## fixing the bug. Once you've identified the division by zero error, you can modify your code. Here's one way to handle the error gracefully. Python. Def divide underscore numbers, a, b. If b equals 0. Return cannot divide by 0. Return a/b. Def main. X equals 10. Y equals 0 # intentional bug, division by 0. Result equals divide underscore numbers, x, y. Print, f. The result of x divided by y is result. If underscore underscore name underscore underscore equals underscore underscore main underscore underscore main. ## conclusion. In this first part of the tutorial, we covered how to set up a Python project in Visual Studio Code and use the built-in debugger to identify and fix issues in your code. Debugging is an iterative process, and getting familiar with these tools will significantly enhance your development workflow. In the next part of the tutorial, we will cover more advanced debugging techniques, including using watch expressions, conditional breakpoints, and debugging multi-file projects. Stay tuned.